Hello YouTubers and welcome to my cooking channel. Today I will show you a different version of our favorite comfort food, Italian burger. Succulent beef patty combined with homemade tomato sauce, yummy basil pesto and melting mozzarella for this mouth-watering burger. First of all, we have to prepare our tomato sauce. So I will make an easy recipe to make sure that everybody will prepare. Here I have a very small onion. This is almost a salad, but it's a small onion. So I will chop it. If you don't know how to chop an onion, you can use a grater. Or if you don't want to use any knife because you're afraid of knives. I don't know, many people are afraid of knives. So, here is my onion. I will add a little bit of extra virgin Italian oil. It's a Greek one, but anyway. And I have a clove of garlic. 1 clove of garlic. I want to make something easy and very, very tasty. Now, I will use dried basil, but if you have fresh, you can use fresh instead. I think dried basil, it's easier for you to find. So, I don't mind, just use some basil. Here I have some sugar. And I will add the basil, sugar, onion and garlic. And something is going right here because you can smell it. I will add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and I'm waiting until I see a sort of caramelization to my tomato sauce. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Bravo. Now, it's time for the rest of the ingredients. Here I have some tomato ketchup because I want to add more body to my tomato sauce because I'm making a speedy tomato sauce, so I want more body and easily I can take this body from ketchup. If you want to use tomato puree instead, you can do it, but tomato ketchup has also this vinegary and sexy taste that we want into the tomato sauce. And the last ingredient is, of course, tomato. I have 1 can of tomatoes. I will add it into my sauce. And I will wash it with a little bit of water. Make sure that I will not waste any of my tomato. Tomato goes in. And now my sauce is almost ready. Now I will put it here. I will turn the heat low. Yeah. And I will let my tomato sauce simmer for about 10 minutes. In this time, I will prepare my burgers. Now, I need a big pan, a huge one, because I want to make a good amount of burgers. I have my buns here, and the first thing I have to do is what my friend likes, to make sure that I will give a nice color to my buns. So, I have my buns here, I need some extra virgin olive oil. I know that everybody using butter to make burgers, but in this case we're making an Italian burger, so we will not use any butter. The secret ingredient here is the olive oil, and always I like to touch a pinch of salt on the top of the burger buns. Now, I will put them in the pan and I will start giving them a nice, sexy color. Now, in this lovely bowl, I will add all the marinade for my burgers. Here I have some basil. Here I have some oregano, garlic powder and onion powder. A good amount of salt. Just remember, we need about 10 to 12 grams of salt for a kilo of meat. So I will add my salt here, and I will add a little bit of pepper. And at this point, as you can see, this is the dry marinade for my burgers. If your ground beef is not fatty enough, you can add a little bit of olive oil inside this mixture. Now, what about my burger buns? They're not ready yet, but very close. A little bit more, a little bit more. Yeah. 1, 2, 4. Now, I will grab my ground beef from the fridge and you have to take a nice ground beef for this recipe. I'm always taking some brisket to make burgers because it's quite fatty and actually it's very nice to make burgers. You can join other cuts of beef to make a proper ground beef, but for me, brisket is the best. Now, I will add my ground beef here, and before I start mixing everything, I will make sure that my bread is out. Look at this caramelization, absolutely stunning. Now, it's time for my burgers. You can feel the Italian flavors inside your mouth. Basil, oregano, salt, pepper, garlic, onion. Gives you a sense of Italy. With this amount of ground beef, I will make 4 patties. First one is here, one. As you can see, I add no oil into my pan because my ground beef is quite fatty. So the fat itself will cook the patty. And as you can see, first I start with meatballs. And the first one goes down. The third one goes down. I will give some time because actually these are huge burgers. I will give some time before I flip them over, and when I flip them over, I will add the mozzarella cheese on top. So, be patient for about 1.5 minutes, and then we will flip them over. After 1.5 minutes, as you can see, my salsa is ready. I will take off the heat, and this is it. To make your own tomato sauce, it's the easiest thing ever. Sexy, nice, easy and fresh. And it's time to flip over those bad boys. Look at this. Huh? You see that caramelization, my friend Mihalis? Eh? That means that we actually did something good because we preheated the pan, we just soaked the meat by cooking it very fast, and this caramelization, it's actually all the taste of the meat. Now, it's time for Mr. Mozzarella. I will add my mozzarella, and I want to ask you how many slices you want on the top. 1 or 2? 2? Oh. Akis is not stingy. People saying that, you know that. And at this point, Akis has to make sure that the mozzarella cheese will completely melt on the pan. So what I'm doing, easily, just a drop of water, about 2 tablespoons of water, inside the pan. I will cover it. I will wait about 30 seconds, 25 seconds. Okay, I will carry on with the rest because I cannot wait it so much. And let's see, almost ready. And I will prepare also my other sauce because this is the tomato sauce, and I have to make a pesto for this recipe. So I will add a little bit of mayo into a bowl and some ready pesto, and I will mix them. I don't want to add just pesto because pesto is very aggressive and actually will cover all the rest of the flavors, and we want to make something more smooth, more mild. So this is the best thing that we can do. Mayo with pesto. Easy, cheesy. And my burgers are ready. I'm turning off the heat and I'm about to serve. Are you ready, Lakis? Yeah, so the only thing you have to remember is never add mayo at the bottom of a burger because mayo, it will dissolve from the heat from the patties. So always the mayo goes on top. At the bottom we will add what? Our lovely tomato sauce. Here we have a nice tomato sauce, homemade, with all the flavors from Italy. Oh my God. And the bread, you can hear that, it's so crunchy. So nice. And on the top of this lovely sauce is going this lovely mozzarella burger pan. This lovely mozzarella patty. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God, the burgers are a masterpiece. Oh my God. And let's bring the other stuff from the fridge. I want to go this burger to the other level, so I will add some rocket on the top, wild rocket, to make sure that we will have this crunchy effect. And what else? The lovely pesto sauce that we just did. Pesto is so nice, but it's so aggressive. Please do not add too much. This is enough. And look at this. This is a masterpiece. I just told you that. Oh my God, lovely. And now it's time for the finishing. Some basil, some tomatoes, cherries, tomatoes, and put on top. What do you think, Lakis? Are you ready to taste a little bit of an Italian burger? And the burgers are ready. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, make comments underneath the video, and of course share this lovely Italian burger with your friends. Follow me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Viber and TikTok. Until next time, bye bye, γεια σας, ciao! Λοιπόν, τρώω.